Why is leadership so key? And and to be clear, you know that there's a difference between leadership as my rank means I'm a leader, or my position makes me a leader, or you're a leader. Yeah. Kind of break that down so folks understand the clear definition. I think it's amazing. You broke it down to me at dinner. I want to hear it again. But like, leadership is different. Like Bill Gates put it best, that the janitor can be a leader. It doesn't mean that he's like the CEO of Microsoft, but the janitor can be a leader just by what he does. Simon Sinek always talks about a true leader doesn't have to be the CEO of a company, but it's a person who looks at the people to his right and to his left. That defines a leader. And I swear by that. I think that's very true. A leader to me, I've had people who were below me that were better leaders than our leader, our VP of sales or whatever he was at corporate. So what's your thoughts on leadership?
I definitely start and echo what you said. You're not a leader based off of your position in an organization. Those of you who are in the Army or know some type of Army military leadership, FM 22-100 is leadership manual used in the military from day one. When you become a private,
True.
You were instilled to lead, not only lead a group of people, but they're trying to figure out if you're a leader because they put you in leadership positions. In basic training, you might be a platoon leader, a squad leader, a team leader, or the whole platoon leader during basic training. And if you suck, then they'll take you out of the position. You'll get fired really quick. But if you're good, they'll even fire you too, because they want to make sure everybody gets a chance. And then when they want to say, okay, we'll pick this person to take us out and lead the crew into the final training exercise, that's who they'll reconfigure the chain of command to do that. Because those are people who displayed that they can lead people. And leadership to me is being able to influence people, to get them to do things that they don't want to do, or do things that you think they should do, because you have the vision to see, well, this person right here, I think if they did this, they could do great things. So for me, it really hit home being on a Special Forces A team, where you're taught, and your experience that you've already had in the military before you get to that point of being in the Q course and getting to an actual Operation Detachment Alpha, where you're leading yourself. So you have a team of 12 leaders, and then some guys, honestly, some dudes on ODA, they don't want to be the guy in charge. They just want to be behind the scenes and do their thing. But some dudes want to be the guy in charge, and they want to tell everybody what to do, but they're not good influencers.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say leaders.
Yeah.
They're not good
at yelling.
Yeah, they're good at like dictating and trying to give commands. That doesn't make you a good leader.
Yeah, they're given a piece of paper and kind of like, this is your task for the day.
Respect my authority.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But what I've learned over the years is that, and I've been in organizations after my transition, work environments, being the leader and not being the guy in charge. And sometimes you have to be careful when you understand that. You have to be careful, because the guy in charge you could create some animosity with them. And that's when you understand leadership, because I don't have to I know how to come into a room and see if morale's down. Okay, bring morale back up. Bring the team together. Show some interest in the guy over here and the gal over there, and bring them in, and then they start helping you.
Yeah.
Exploit their value.
I like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You have to.
That's what I've learned over the years about leadership.
And it's great that you bring that up, because I think of like great leaders, like not just generals, but like one of my favorite NBA basketball players is Damian Lillard, who number one is very loyal to his team, but two, he's a phenomenal leader on and off the court. We had the pleasure of meeting him and being around him and just listening to the way that he talks about his team and lifts them up. And he's like, look, because they've talked about him, and there's so many different personalities. And he's like, this is my team. Yeah. You're going to do it this way, and I'm going to be here to support you. I'm going to be whatever you need. If you need to go shoot, I'm going to be that guy in the gym with you in the middle of the night shooting. I'm going to work through your problems. I'm going to help you do it. I think that is a leader who's willing to sacrifice his own time to make sure his team is strong, instead of looking for the kudos from those that are above in leadership. And I think that is a big problem that we have, because a lot of leaders don't know how to lead. They're just like, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
that doesn't mean you're really in charge, because we know in the military, I know in the Marine Corps, we say it's the, Lance Corporal Underground, but it's true, right? I mean, a lot of
we call it the Spec Fort Mafia in the Army.
Yeah, you guys get it. So I mean, it's just kind of the way that works. So I just want to cover leadership because I think that is key. There's a lot to it. I mean, we could probably spend
leadership is very dynamic when it comes to influencing people and getting the organization to move and do the things it needs to do. And that's what's so important about I wouldn't say to be a good leader. I would say one of the attributes of someone who understands people is that you got to understand people.
You gotta be a people person.
You have to. You can't. If you don't like people, I don't think you're going to be a good leader.
No, if you don't like, you're screwed. You're pretty much on your own if you don't like people.
At one point in time in my career, when you go and you do your time at SWCC, at the Special Warfare Training Center school, you're instructor there, and you're there to teach, advise, and counsel, all the students that's going through the course. I didn't realize that I'm going to be talking to somebody about he's having problems with his wife. They didn't teach me that in the Q course. Yeah. This guy's talking about a possible hurting himself because he's unhappy with his life. They didn't teach me that in the Q course, So these are the things that you have to, if you're not a people person and you don't take the time to learn, people's emotions and understand what makes people tick, you're not going to have a good time as a leader. It's going to be a very difficult time.